smoke, breathe me in and let me go. Feeling alone.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to do this glam female Hellboy type look. So if you like to see how I did it, just keep on watching. So first I started out applying these liquid latex little horn appliances that I made. I just adhered them with liquid latex, and then I have them pre-painted because I didn't want to have to go through the trouble of doing it the day that I did this. So I just make sure I place them and hold them there. And also I want to note, sorry if you hear a bunch of loud noise in the background. People are out in droves today. See, I'm already messing up when I'm speaking. Oh my goodness. Okay. And then after those are both applied, I go into the Snazaroo Water Activated Face Paint, the red shade, and I just apply this everywhere.
Inside you, and the blackened eyes make my way into your mind. Just to know what you knew. Restless every time we start locking eyes. Lost control. Oh, it's paradise with honesty, but I'm in the dead of the
And then I decided to pull my hair back because I didn't want my hair to get stuck to the wet paint as I was applying it. And then the area around the horns I did leave for a second because the brush I was using for the rest of my face and my neck was just too big to kind of get around the horns without it getting all in my hair as well. So what I ended up doing is after I did this, I went in with a smaller brush with the same face paint and just did it around the horn area. And then I use that same brush, you'll see here in a second. I do my ears as well. I hate putting paint or like foundation or anything on my ears because it's just, I don't know, something weird that I just don't like. I don't like people touching my ears. I don't like having to put paint on my ears, but I thought this look was not going to look complete if I didn't do my ears because my hair was going to be kind of brushed out of my face as you saw in the beginning.
control.
Then next I went into the shade Bitten by Makeup Geek, and I'm using a Royal and Langnickel chisel brush, and I'm using that to contour my cheekbones and my jawline because, you know, with a red face, you wouldn't have like a regular standard contour color, and I figured this color would work pretty well for this.
Let the darkness take control. Darkness take control. May the darkness take control.
And then I also wanted to bring dimension back into my neck, so what I kind of do, like when I contour the neck area, is I kind of like stretch your neck and like flex it in certain ways so you can kind of see what sticks out and pops out, and you can kind of guess where the contours are just to make my neck look a little more muscular, because Hellboy, I am not muscular, but Hellboy is, and I'm like, okay, maybe she'll have some definition in certain areas, plus to bring some of the dimension back to just the flat red surface was what I was going for.
Take me in the smoke, breathe me in and let me go. Sink to your heart to find you. Open up your eyes till you're blinded by the lies, so you can see what you do. Restless every time we.
And then I went in with the ink gel liner from Pretty Vulgar Cosmetics, and this is a really black gel liner, and I used it to actually fill in my brows because, well, Hellboy doesn't have brows, but I figured hair's black, and so might as well do my eyebrows black, and I thought it tied in well with the lipstick I end up using later as well.
Start locking eyes. Lost control. Oh, it's paradise with honesty, but I'm in the dead.
And then taking the same shade I contoured with, I am just contouring the sides of my nose.
Teardrops on the floor. The pain is overflowing.
And then once again with that shade Bitten, I'm using that as a transition shade for my eyeshadow look, running it into my crease, and then I'm also running it on the inner and outer thirds of my lower lash line because I am doing a halo look, but I wanted to do it all the way across the top part because uh, some of the areas were a little, I didn't quite fill it in all with the red from the face paint.
Take me in smoke, breathe me in and let me go. Feeling
And then next I went in with the shade Chocolatier from Coastal Scents, and I'm using a smaller blending brush, and I'm putting this on the inner and outer third of my lid, and then I'm also going to be running it on the inner and outer third of my lower lash line. I just figured that this would be a fun look to do because I didn't want to go full on Hellboy because I was like, I don't really want to cover my brows and like do all the facial hair that he has. So I was like, you know what? I'll just compromise. I'll do like a Hell girl look. And I think it ended up turning out pretty well.
inside you, and the blackened eyes make my way into your mind, just to know what you knew.
And then I went to the BH Cosmetics Zodiac palette, taking the black shade. This is my favorite black that I own. I wish they sold it in singles. I mean, maybe they do. I don't know. I haven't looked in a while, but I don't think they do, and I wish they did because it's my favorite black. And so I'm just putting this on the inner and outer thirds of my top lid and on my lower lash line as well, using a defining crease brush just to give it a lot more depth and definition and smokiness. Boy, there are just some dogs outside going crazy right now. I mean, I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's because it's finally getting warmer where I live, because it snowed like 4 days ago or something like that, and I was like, oh God, just please stop with the snow because I hate the snow, even though I live in Wisconsin and it snows here so much during the winter. That's probably why I'm so sick of it and I don't want to see it anymore in the year because it is already April. Just no more snow, please.
Every time we start locking eyes, lost.
And then I went into Pomegranate Red from Coastal Scents, and I'm using a flat shadow brush, and I'm putting this directly on the center of my lid, and I think I ran a little in the center of my lower lash line as well, just to make it like what would be my skin color, quote unquote, for the red skin, just to use as the base for the liquid shadow that I'm going to be using. This is one of the ColourPop Supernova shadows. Beats me if I know what the name is. I will have it in the description when I do update that. And I just start adding little by little, and then I blend it out with my finger. I did this, I want to say about 2 or 3 times, just to build it up to the vibrancy because I didn't want it to go too stark too fast. I wanted it to be more like a topper along the edges, and then I slowly build it up in the center just to give it more gleam right in the center of the lid.
Oh, it's paradise with honesty, but I'm in the dead of the night. Let the darkness take control.
And then for mascara, I went in with the It Cosmetics Superhero Mascara, and I put in my top and lower lashes.
Let the darkness take control. Darkness take.
And then I wanted to give her a little bit of highlight, so I took the shade On Point from the BH Cosmetics Blacklight Highlight Palette on the Luxie Tapered Highlighting Brush, and I highlighted my cheekbones, my cupid's bow, the tip of my nose, and the bridge of my nose. And the bridge of my nose? What the heck? Oh my goodness, I don't know. You know, it's just one of those days, even though it's Tuesday, it's just like, I'm tired. I can't speak English correctly, even though that's the only language I can speak.
May the darkness take control.
And then finally for lips, I went in with the Wet n Wild Liquid Catsuit Lipstick in the shade Widow's Peak. I do believe this is called something different now because I got this when it was released in Halloween, and I think they have a black shade. The same black shade is just called something different now. And so I applied that.
Take me in the smoke, breathe me in and let me go. Sink to your heart to find you. Open up your eyes till you're blinded by the lies, so you can see what you do.
And that is pretty much the end of this video, so if you like it, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you want to, or if you're not already, and I'll see you in my next one.
Restless every time we start.